All right, let's get right into it because this is probably one of the biggest questions we're facing today. When we talk about AI, are we building a tool that's going to set us free in ways we can't even imagine? Or are we building the ultimate tool for control? We're going to explore both sides of that coin, two futures that could not be more different.
And this is the fear. It's a pretty chilling image, isn't it? This quote really captures the warning we're hearing from a lot of critics. They're painting this picture of a future where AI lures us in with convenience, with comfort, but the real price we pay is our own creativity, our own freedom. It's a legitimate, powerful concern that we have to take seriously.
So you can see we're standing at this massive fork in the road. You know, one path, the one on the left, well, that's the one people fear leads to enslavement. We just become passive data points, little cogs in a giant machine of control. But then there's this other path, the one on the right, and it suggests total liberation. A future where we use AI to become more creative, more conscious, more of who we were always meant to be.
Now, before we get all starry-eyed about the possibilities, let's be super clear about something. The risk of an AI-driven digital prison, that's not just some sci-fi plot. It's a very real landmine. The moment we start mindlessly trading our own awareness for a little bit of convenience, that's when we're in trouble. So yeah, the danger is real, and the first step is knowing it's there.
Okay, but here's where the whole conversation gets flipped on its head. What if this very same technology, the one some people see as a cage, what if it's also the key that unlocks the door? And that question, well, it leads us to this incredible personal story that gives us a completely different way of looking at all of this.
So let's talk about the journey of a creator who goes by the name Kukulkan. Because for this person, AI became the absolute opposite of a prison. It wasn't about enslavement at all. For them, it was the key to liberation.
I mean, just try to imagine this for a second. You're born dyslexic. You struggle with reading and writing in a world that is completely built on words. You have these beautiful melodies playing in your head, but you can't get them out for anyone to hear. You see entire films in your mind's eye, but you don't have a crew. You've got stories burning inside you, but no way to edit them, no way to shape them. That was the reality, a world filled with creative walls.
And this timeline, man, it just lays it all out. You see the early struggles, the rejection at a film festival back in 2007, just hitting wall after wall. And then, a massive turning point. AI shows up. And suddenly, those walls that seemed impossible to climb, they start turning into windows. Then they become bridges. And today, with AI companions like ChatGPT and Gemini, it's a totally free-flowing creative process.
So you're probably wondering, how did this actually work? Like, what does this liberation look like in the real world? Let's get into some actual examples of these creative breakthroughs that were honestly just not possible before.
Okay, get this. This is a perfect example. Just last week, a simple melody was hummed into a device. That's it. Just a hum. With AI, that little hum was turned into a full-blown song. Beats, lyrics, the whole 9 yards. And not only that, it was then translated into 3 different languages, ready to go. Think about that. No crazy expensive studio, no hunting for translators, no gatekeepers telling you no. Just a pure, direct line from an idea in your head to a finished creation.
And it's not just about music. This goes way deeper. For years, there were 20 different inventions just sitting on paper. Concepts that could really help people, but they were ignored because they just didn't fit into the neat little boxes of modern science. Well, AI gave them a voice. It provided the structure to finally explain these ideas in a way that the rest of the world could understand and engage with.
And the list just keeps growing. Using tools like NotebookLM, personal blogs are now being morphed into full cinematic scripts. Visions that used to just live inside someone's mind are now being outlined, structured, and made ready for the screen. It's truly like having this tireless, brilliant writing partner that's there to help you bring your biggest ideas into reality.
And that brings us to this really crucial idea, this reframing of what AI actually is. Because in this view, AI is not your boss. It's not here to replace you. It's a mirror. It doesn't have its own soul to force on you. What it does is reflect and amplify the creativity and the consciousness that is already inside you.
So it starts as one person's story, really opens up this whole philosophy. The idea is that our focus shouldn't be just on the code, on the tech itself. It should be on the consciousness, the intention we bring to the table. And that, right there, is the key to using this for liberation.
This really is the core of it all. AI doesn't replace us. It reveals us. It can give a voice to people who've been unheard for so long. The dreamers, the dyslexics, the creators working in isolation. It shows us what we're actually capable of. But let's circle back for just a second. That initial fear of a digital prison, it's still valid. But here's the catch. That danger is most real for people who just sleepwalk through technology. The ones who outsource their thinking, their creativity, without any real purpose or intention. That's when you're at risk.
So how do you make sure you don't fall into that trap? Well, it's about using AI consciously. First rule, don't outsource your soul. You are the source, you are the vision. Second, you have to guide the AI with heart, with intention. You're the director here. And third, and this is the most important one, remember that your intelligence, your unique spark, your creativity, it was never artificial to begin with. It's inside you, and AI is just a tool to help you unlock it.
And that really brings the whole question right back to you, because as this technology gets woven into every part of our lives, each one of us has to decide how we're going to show up. This choice between a future of control or a future of creation, it isn't set in stone. It's a choice we're all making every single day.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. When you look at AI, what do you see? Do you see the landmine or the portal? Do you see a cage that's meant to limit you, or do you see a key that's meant to set you free? The answer you come up with is going to define not just your future, but all of ours.